Hello lovely people, welcome to our weekly reading for the week of the 23rd of October. Once again, I hope you are well, I hope you've had a good week, and I hope like me you are looking forward to seeing what the cards have to offer us. Let's take a look and see, shall we? Let's see. So we have the Six of Wands. We have the Five of Cups, and we have the Sun. Okie doke. Right, so we have two minor arcana cards going on here, and we have a major arcana card here, which is very much about our psyche. It's what about lies underneath. It is about, it's kind of like, almost like our card of fate. If you... This is the bigger picture, basically. This is what we have to get through. This is the bigger picture. So here we're looking at a Wands card, which is very much about creativity. It's about passion. It's about enthusiasm, and it's a fiery card, a very fiery card, this one. And the six in tarot indicates stability. So, and actually, interestingly, it's the six comes after the five in the tarot, and the five is very much about chaos and change, or chaos that change brings. So this six is about it's about that sort of rest stop after change and chaos. And you're looking at the very active wands, and it represents a sort of balance, because it's the period that comes soon after a goal has been achieved. And also it's that in-between time of when a goal has been achieved and before that urge to pursue another challenge, because wands are always on the go. They're always looking for the next thing to chase, the next challenge to overcome. That's very much about what Wands people are about. So the Six of Wands is about harnessing personal energy and focus and enthusiasm to pursue a desired goal. And this card does indicate a successful outcome. And this comes about by the realization that to achieve personal objects, it's necessary to avoid distractions and to be able to inspire others to support you. So you're looking at this guy, he's on top of the world really there. He's got all of these people helping him out and, cheering him on. So we're looking at... it's a very successful card, and it's a card of where somebody has been supported, where you are being, it indicates that you are being supported, or at least that's the way to success. And so this card, the Six of Wands, is very much about fulfilling goals, and the success in part is due to the innate confidence and enthusiasm that Wands people generally possess. It's an example of boldness and effort bringing success. Because Wands people often have an infectious enthusiasm that can make the impossible seem just close enough to be reachable with effort. Very charismatic bunch of people, really, the Wands people can be. So you're looking at here in this card, you're looking at a goal that's being reached. So maybe your job, you've secured a job, you've maybe successfully bought a home, but whatever it is, whatever the success is it happened by harnessing focus and enthusiasm and personal energy that, for you to have successfully reached that goal. Now, this kind of enthusiasm can really inspire others to help you into a position of leadership where everyone might benefit from your combination of passion and discipline and your version of what is possible. So I like this card. Nice, good, confident card. You've got a lot of passion here with the red too. And So now it also brings us to then this other card here. So there's no, when you look at the blue sky, there's no challenges here on the horizon. But if you look at your grey sky here, there's confusion, which is obviously going to come with the chaos of fives, or certainly the change that fives bring. Now we're looking at cups here. So it's the Five of Wands would be quite different to the Five of Cups. Cups people are very much about emotions. It's a water sign, and it's very much about emotions. And the cups get very unsettled by the loss that often accompanies change. So, an ending often means, releasing someone, or it means releasing something to make room for its replacement. And cups people mourn the loss of the familiar. They vividly remember how a person or place or circumstances, where and how these things nourished them in the past. So when cups people have stable resources, if you like, stable sources of emotional and spiritual nourishment, they can accept change much more easily. Now, the Five of Cups is about reminiscing after loss. So we're looking at a very sad sort of character here. And a period of grief needs to occur before you can fully participate in life again. So grief is very much part of life. It enables you to kind of process what you're losing, and before you can really move forward into the next phase. And so, like, after a significant disappointment is kind of like intellectually and emotionally processed, you can be much more present and you able to focus on the next step. This is a card that is often known as, it's a card of narrow-mindedness, if you like, because, that's what grief can do. It can blind us to the opportunities for happiness. And you can see what this card here, this person here, is not seeing these two cups that are upright, because they're out of his view. And these two cups are offering opportunities for fulfillment. So it's kind of saying, like, all is not lost. Now, the way I see it, like, you have the three of cups here lying down. So I see this as the loss. So it's about teamwork, collaboration, if you like. And here we have the Two of Cups, and the twos are about, the twos are generally about decisions. However, in the cup suit, twos can be about, very much about relationships, about coming together, forming a relationship. So this is what this person is not able to see, that actually there's too much, the focus at the moment is on the loss and not seeing the opportunities that are on the horizon, if you like, that are there because of the loss. So, it is it's very much a card for grieving, and it's a card, maybe you could be grieving a relationship, or even you could even be grieving, like, squandering of wasted years that you feel have been wasted, spent with maybe an unsuitable person, or maybe in some hopeless situation. But grief and loss can result in personal growth, and it can also result in a much deeper understanding of life. And sometimes loss is essential to step forward and towards your personal destiny, your ultimate destiny, if you like. Because when sadness passes, appreciation of life, it does come back. And your awareness of life's opportunities will return. So the Five of Cups, it does indicate loss and grief. It's and it's about time and to accept change, and it's about time to process emotions, and emotions following the end of a situation. So now we're looking at these two cards here together as well, and there's a kind of an interesting message in here as well, because the Six of Wands is very much about victory, isn't it? And the Five of Wands is about loss. So together they kind of suggest that you might be experiencing both success and disappointment simultaneously, success and loss simultaneously. Maybe you've had to overcome obstacles to achieve success. But you might be feeling disappointed or regretful because you had to make sacrifices, or maybe you had to change your priorities to achieve your goals. And you may be mourning the loss of relationships, or you may be mourning the loss of opportunities that you've had to let go in pursuit of your ambitions here. So there's yeah, I know I've said this word before, interesting, but it really is an interesting two cards together. Now, the other way that you could look at this as well is that maybe the Five of Cups is a warning to you to not to let your past disappointments and losses maybe hinder your current success. Maybe these two cards together are to remind you to celebrate your victories and to acknowledge your losses. Because, success and disappointment, they're both really valuable life experiences, and both need to be acknowledged. So that's another way of looking at these cards together. And then we have the Sun. The Sun comes after all of this, and what a fabulous card to come at after the Five of Cups, because the Sun is regarded as the best card in the tarot. So the Sun represents a time of joy. Now, it's not specifically a card for victory, but it's a card about the pleasure that comes from knowing that life is good when it's good. Because how often people don't realize that life is good until hindsight, until that good time has passed and they go, oh wow, that actually was great. So this very much is a card about living in the present and recognizing what's good when it's good. And we have this beautiful child here on the horse, and this, children often live in the moment, don't they? And they're always ready for happiness when life provides sunshine and opportunity for joy. Children believe in life's possibilities, and they're great at sharing their energy, and they can be so spiritually nourishing, I think, with children, because they just have this boundless, they just have this boundless energy. And I love their their make-believe stories, and I find my granddaughter is full of, let's pretend you're this and I'm that, and it's constantly changing, and we have such fabulous fun with all the games that she comes up with. They're not games I come up with, they're definitely not. They're games that she comes up with, and they're just so full of fun. So I love this playful energy that children have, and it appears to just come to them so naturally, because we've kind of forgotten that in ourselves. We allow ourselves to let all sorts of things get in the way of that. But sometimes adults do retain a connection to their spiritual self and to their inner child. And if you can do this, if you can reconnect with your spiritual self and your inner child, this will enable you to access this vivacious energy and creativity much more easily. So, and the sun is a reminder, it's an encouragement to do just that, because it's about enjoying the present moment. It's this card, it signifies success, it signifies optimism, and everything generally working out as it should. Now, working out as it should isn't always necessarily how you want it to be, but it is, it is possibly what you need at this given particular time. So this card is about light, it's about life and vitality, because of course that's what the sun is. And every day the sun rises. We know that. Every day the sun rises, and every day there are new opportunities to feel grateful for existing and to make good choices and to celebrate living. So this is what the child is about here in this card. It's a reminder to look at the magic of your existence and to look at it with wonder. Not to look at the magic of your existence like as a problem that always needs solving. You don't need to be in control of everything. And the horse here symbolizes help. So it symbolizes that the help you need will come when you need it. Now, it may not seem possible now, and certainly when you look at the Five of Cups, there is definitely that sense of it's not possible. But solutions to the possible will find their way to you every time. The sun is always up there blessing you with life. Even when it's hidden by the clouds, it will re-emerge. So at the end of if you think about it, at the end of the night, the sun is back at dawn, and there is a fundamental truth here for us all, that life will always return, even after your darkest moments. And we're looking at a very dark moment here. So sometimes this card will appear when you must surrender to a situation that maybe you can't solve alone. And here we're looking at kind of group dynamics, if you like. So look to the symbol of the horse. That magical assistance always finds its way to you when you choose to step up to the light. So I think this is actually a very reassuring kind of group of cards together, really, isn't it? There's victory, there's loss, there's life after loss, there's victory, loss, and light. So I think I'll leave it with you to ponder on this one. And, if it resonates with you, do leave me a comment below. You can subscribe to this channel to be notified for the next reading. And if you would like to know more, you can book a private reading with me. I always love to hear from you. You can find my email address in the description below of the video. So, lovely people, I'm delighted to be able to leave you with the sun. I'm quite intrigued as to your victory, your loss, and the sun here at the end of it. So until next week, lots of love.